about some things that consumers may not know, but like when you're hanging art, how do you hang it properly?
I think that the one thing that we concern ourselves about all the time is when things are too high, when things are too low, how to group things, how not to group things. And I think that sometimes people get really consumed with all the rules and what are the rules. And I think when it comes to lighting, there are rules. You always want to layer, you always want to make sure that your chandelier is not too high, it's not too low, that your guests are getting up and hitting their heads. So we always say that chandeliers should start somewhere around 36 inches above a dining room table. One of the other things that we say almost that is really something that I think I find most consumers can make mistakes with is artwork. I often will go into a home and it's all hung way too low or way too high. And generally we say around 5 feet, between 5 feet and 5.5 feet above the finished floor should be the center of your artwork. Having said that though, there are lots of designers today that are breaking all those rules by grouping and by creating quite an intricate display, which I think what you do when you do a collection together is you start with one piece, your main focal point, hang that at the correct height, and then group everything around it.
Can you lastly talk about cool china, different pieces, crystal and stuff like that?
You mean talk about my hoarding is what you want me to talk about. So replacements has been an absolute gold mine for me. I find it very difficult sometimes when I think all designers do. We have a vision in our head and we often will walk around and say, I know it's in my head, now I have to find it. Because it's a vintage piece or it's a new piece but it's a bold color and or it's a half missing piece. We often have clients where they'll say, oh, I have half of a silver set and I don't have the rest of the flatware. Or my favorite thing is to be able to get accent plates that are different for the holidays. Gone are the days where you buy one set and you receive your one set at your wedding and that's it. Today, we're able to source online and find excellent Easter plates for the holidays or excellent plates for the fall. And I featured on my table here a great plate, I'll actually show you, with the turkey on it, which is so much fun. And we just paired that and you just get little accent plates. So it's not a large investment, but the ability to make it way more personalized has been amazing. Also being able to get flatware and pick up vintage pieces where you're mixing with your own collection because not everything has to match all the time has been so much fun. Adding accent pieces like a silver bucket, ice bucket to your bar or a little silver box that might sit on a child's table that might have little chocolates in it for the holidays. There's nothing better than setting a great table, and there's nothing better than having your family gather around it to share stories, and Replacements has been able to be part of weaving all of those types of experiences back into design.